Hello and welcome back to the Joyful Soul Creates, where today I'm going to be making a pink and white card using some products from Your Next Stamp. So I'm going to start with my focal point, which is a very sweet bunny, using Your Next Stamp's Cute Cat Bookmark and Cute Animal add-ons. I do have another video, or in fact 2 videos, where I show how to use the Cute Cat Bookmark and Animal add-ons die sets. They are older videos of mine, but I will link them up in the top right hand corner anyway if you'd like to have a look at those. I have cut both of the dies from some white cardstock, just a snippet of white. You could use coloured cardstock if you prefer, but I thought I would use white, and then I'm colouring them in myself with my Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. I decided to use kind of minty colour for the bunny's eyes and then pink for the inner ears. I did also cut out the carrot accessory which goes with the rabbit, but I decided not to use that, so I haven't shown that here. Then I just need to stick the inner portion of the ears to the outer portion of the ears, and I'll just use my reverse tweezers and some Tombow monomulti liquid glue for doing that, and I'll place an acrylic block on top of them whilst they dry just to hold it in place until the glue has properly set. I then used the Cute Cat Bookmark die again and cut it from another snippet of white card which I covered with double-sided tape before cutting, and I made sure that I cut it so the double-sided tape is on the front part because this is going to be the back of my rabbit and this will help me assemble everything. So I'll just peel away the top of the backing tape so that I can get my ears into place, because I want to be able to sandwich those between both layers of my bunny. And I find that putting the bunny together is fairly simple, or any of the animals that you decide to make with these sets. You just need to make sure you have the top lined up properly, and then as you peel the backing tape away, just make sure that it's staying lined up on the edges as you go down, and then it should be correctly aligned when you get to the bottom. And I definitely find that it is easiest to have this double-sided tape on the back to do this, and that way you can also inlay the eyes into place and you won't need any extra glue for adding the eyes. These little animals are, as the name suggests, able to be used as bookmarks. Their little arms lift up and they can hug over the page of your book. And on previous cards I have used them such that you can remove the animal and use it separately once the recipient is done with the card. But on this occasion I actually ended up adhering the rabbit to the card, so it's not a removable element. Once I'd finished with the bunny, I set it to one side whilst I worked on the rest of the card. For my background, I'm going to make a tone-on-tone pattern using a little panel of pink paper and also the Modern Rose Blooms background stamp from Simon Says Stamp, and I did show another video recently using this, which I will again link up in the top right hand corner if you would like to see that. I just inked up the stamp here with some worn lipstick Distress Oxide, pressed my panel on top of it, put a piece of scrap paper between it and my fingers so that I don't get inky, and then I'm just going to rub all over the stamp to make sure I get a good transfer of ink. You could also use your MISTI for this if you prefer, or other stamp positioner. I do that sometimes, but this is one quick and easy way to get a good stamping, and here you can see just how well that turned out. And the last element I need to prepare here is my sentiment. So I have another snippet of white. This is a long strip of white, and again I'm going to ink it up with that worn lipstick Distress Oxide. The sentiment I'm using here is another stamp from Simon Says Stamp, and it's from the iconic Easter stamp set which came in last year's Easter card kit. With all my elements ready, I'm going to start assembling the card, and I'm using my MISTI to help me get my panel properly lined up and adhering that pink panel with double-sided tape to the top portion of my card. If I were to do this again, I would actually put it on the bottom portion of the card because I think this design maybe ends up being a little bit top heavy, but it works either way really. Then I have double-sided tape all over the back of my sentiment strip and rabbit, which I've adhered together with liquid glue, and I will just press that into place over my card base. I do have a snippet left over of that pink paper that I stamped, and I'm going to adhere that to the inside of my card just with double-sided tape. I don't often finish off the insides of my cards, but I thought it would be an ideal way on this occasion to use up that little piece of paper rather than letting it go to waste. As a final touch, I thought I would add some Nuvo drops to the sentiment strip just to add a little bit of extra interest to it. I chose to use white Nuvo drops. I probably would have used pink, but I didn't have a pink that matched very well, so I thought white would work well enough. And I'm just putting 3 little dots on the lower edge of either end of that strip, which completes my card. And this card is actually my design team project for the reminder post of the Cupcake Inspirations challenge, the theme of which is pink and white. There's a link to that down below if you'd like to check it out, and if you do play along with it, you could win a $20 gift card to spend with your next stamp, which you could use, for example, to pick up these cute dies. All the products I have used in this video will be linked in the description box below, and I would love to hear from you if you've made anything with these dies, for example. If you were to make this card, what do you think? Should the pink panel be at the top or the bottom of the card? As I said, I think maybe it's a bit top heavy how it is. If you did enjoy this video, please do press the like button, and if you didn't enjoy it, the dislike button is right there next to it. If you'd like to see more videos from me, there are a couple of other ones on screen right now. And just a heads up, I am very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I will be having a giveaway when I hit that. So if you would like to subscribe and bring that giveaway date closer, then that would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye!